Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fantastic episode of SEGA Sonic Radio. I'm your host, as always, GX, aka Chris, aka The Spin Dash, and I hope you got up and stretching because we're moving tonight. In fact, we're moving on to a trio of requests starting right away. Too many names tonight. Too many names. I don't have the data on them, but you will see them up on the screen, and I'll highlight them after we're done listening to the music. So let's kick it off with some rockin' Sonic the Hedgehog sessions. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys on the other side.
Can you see the sun is shining on me? It makes me feel so free, so alive. It makes me want to survive in the sky. It makes me feel so high. The bad times pass me by, 'cause today it's gonna be a brighter day.
y'all, that was Can You Feel the Sunshine reimagined from Rockin' Sonic the Hedgehog Sessions, as requested by Maple Syrup, followed up by Flowing from Sonic Frontiers, requested by the Karma Collector, wrapping it up with Planet Wisp Act 1 by Joe Schmo over on the Discord. Hey, welcome all. I know we got some new faces here tonight because we moved over to a new platform as well. I've been very impressed tonight. So a little behind the scenes here. Last week we did not have a show because I was dealing with some stuff that I'm sure a lot of other people were dealing with, especially, we'll say, in the United States. And part of Sega Sonic Radio is like, hey, we have some energy here. We have some good times. We prepare you for the weekend. And I was not in any position to prepare anyone for the weekend. So I just took a week off, and hey, you know what happened in between? I went ahead and watched a whole week of Desert Bus for Hope, a nice little charity event that by the end of it raised about $1.2 million for Child's Play charity. And you know what? Made me feel good. Made me feel a lot more positive. So that wrapped up today, and I was in the meantime building up some new stuff that you're probably seeing up on screen right now. We swapped around some chat widgets. We went and redid some of the lyrics stuff that you got to see right there. I got some more stuff, and I got some more visualizers, and most significantly, I finally plugged everything down into my Stream Deck, so I can finally control 90% of the show from the Stream Deck itself, which is a massive load off of my stress levels trying to run the show. Mostly because otherwise I would be switching around about 12 different windows, jumping between different programs that have to do this. But now, so much of this show is much more automated than it was before, which is going to make everything going forward easier. Hey, if you're hoping to return of the avatars, I apologize. It was just running into an issue where, as much as I like the little chow and stuff at the bottom of the screen, problem is the application I used kept wanting me to log in, and that's not how we really, operate the Sonic Stadium Twitch account, so I couldn't keep asking Dread to do that for me. But hey, I guess the big thing is, though, I just wanted to offer a massive welcome to everyone joining us for the first time tonight, because I am extremely excited as we, extend over into Blue Sky territory, getting some other people that we hadn't previously had. I see a lot of new people who haven't, who I haven't gotten requests from before, and to kind of give you a sense of what we got going on tonight, I believe we have 21 requests, which is, if I get 12, that's usually a good night. Sometimes I've had up to 16, but I was very, very pleased to get this much participation. It kind of made it hard to fit in some of the songs I was expecting to fit in, but I always love getting in people wanting to hear the music that they want to hear and getting to facilitate that. And I've got a tree of other songs that people have requested. Coming up in this trio, we've got a request from Anonymous Gamer and another one from MFA. Hope you enjoy, and we're going to kick it off with some Sonic Rush. Plus, we might have some OC remix somewhere in there. Enjoy! See you guys in a bit.
you proceed. This is what you need, what you need.
That was What You Need from Sonic Rush, as requested by Anonymous Gamer, followed up by Lightspeed from Overclock Remix, as remixed by Sir Nuts, and wrapping it up with Rooftop Run Act 2 from Sonic Generations, as requested by MFA. Yeah, we got some high energy tonight. We're going to keep it moving. I wanted to pick a good playlist tonight to really, give yourself those good high BPMs to keep you, I like to think of this as a pretty solid running mix. If you're running, if you're exercising, if you're doing any sort of aerobics, I like to think that we're providing a service tonight. But more than just a service, we are providing you with another quiz. That's right, it's time for the Scrap Brain. It's quiz time, as always. You are welcome to guess along in chat. If you don't want to guess along in chat, you certainly don't have to. You can either minimize chat or minimize the window, whatever's most convenient to you. Let's go ahead to the question. Your first question tonight: what Sega Superstars is a minigame collection that uses what special peripheral? Go ahead and guess if you'd like. If you don't want to guess, we'll let you know the answer whenever we get to the end of this next track. Let's take a listen to some Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure and have a good time. We got some solid guesses in chat, many of which are correct. Again, that was Charlie Takes the Field from Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure. Great soundtrack, solid rhythm game if you've ever caught it on 3DS. But the question was, Sega Superstars is a minigame collection that uses what special peripheral? And as many of you said, yes, indeed, the PlayStation 2 iToy. What you do in it is you set it up and you move your body to control each of the mini games, and it works about as well as you think it does, which is to say, not very. It kind of works, sort of. There's some weird stuff where there's a virtual fighter mini game where it puts you as the opposing fighter. There's some weird Puyo sorting stuff where you move your body and Poyos fall. I think one of the more significant ones is there is sort of a version of Samba de Amigo on it where you just hit the targets as they go through. And again, it don't work that great. It don't, for that early generation of sort of these camera-based controls, like, if you think about the complaints that people had about the Xbox camera, it just imagine that, but threefold with the iToy. I actually tried to use, I have an iToy, and I have the game, and I have actually used the iToy multiple times afterwards as an actual webcam, because I couldn't afford an actual webcam, and boy did GameStop want to get rid of them. So, yeah, Sonic's minigame in it was like it was sort of like a recreation of the Sonic Heroes special stage, where you would move your arms around in a circle to guide him to the various spheres. It's a weird one. Honestly, this is a game that I don't have any of the soundtrack on, because I don't know if it has any actual original tracks to it. It's a lot of repurposing of existing assets. The game's weird. It's a weird thing from a weird time when Sega was bizarre and experimental, and yeah. I don't care what you say, Knuckles. I don't agree. I don't think it works fine. I think it works bad. I think it works like butt. But what works a little less like butt is the next trio of songs we have coming at you. And it's going to be some requests. In fact, all three are requests. We got one from Fat Seal over on Twitter, followed up with Sonic Trainer, and one from Proveria. I'm hoping I pronounced that correct. And, yeah, let's take a listen. These are going to be a little more intense. We're getting in the beginning of your workout. It's going to get a little bit faster and stronger and whatever the other things that Daft Punk says. I'll be back. Hey, that was All Hail Shadow, the Sonic X Shadow Generations version, requested by Fat Seal over on Twitter, followed up by Fight the Knight from Sonic and the Black Knight, requested by Sonic Trainer, wrapping it up with Undefeatable from Sonic Frontiers, requested by Proveria. Yeah, a lot of people like that song. A lot of people like that song. That's all I'll say into a microphone right now. Multiple people are very enthusiastic about that specific song. Did I say I'm among them? No, I did not say that. Thank you for noticing. But no, it's no. It's the consequences of running a Sonic music podcast, Sonic music show. I almost called it a podcast. Kind of a podcast, but not quite. Let's just keep moving on, so I can get some music that I personally like in the form of 3 or more requests. One of them's gonna be from some person, SOMPURSONSONE. Yeah, that's how that is. Followed up by a request from Lady World, and one from Cyber Knight. We're gonna start it off with some Sonic Rush for you. Enjoy.
to back, and spinning on it back to back, on the turntables back to back, and spinning on it back to back, on it back to back, and spinning on it back to back, on the turntables back to back, and spinning on it back to back, on it back to back, and spinning on it back to back, on the turntables back to back, and spinning on it spinning on it turntables, spinning on it back.
Hey, that was That was Get Edgy Blazy Mix from Sonic Rush as requested by some person. Followed up by Be Cool, Be Wild, and Be Groovy, the theme of Ice Cap from Sonic Adventure as requested by Lady World. Wrapping it up with Back to Back Cash Cash Remix from Sonic Generations 3DS version, requested by Cyber Knight. Hey, we're hitting the middle of the show, and you know what that means. It's time for yet another quiz. But not just any quiz. Not just any quiz at all. In fact, we gotta hide our thing here so that we can bring up the audio cue. Yes, every week I give you the soundtrack for a Sega game. It could be like a Sega developed game or a Sega published game or a game from a franchise that Sega owns. But it's going to be related to Sega in some way, and you got to tell me what game this is. As always, you can go ahead and guess in chat if you would like. If you don't want to guess in chat, or if you just don't want to be spoiled, go ahead and hide chat or minimize the window, and we'll let you know what it is afterwards. This is a Sega-published game, so keep that in mind. It is a Sega-published game from a Sega studio, and we'll see if you can get what game this is. I think this one's going to prove a tough one for you guys, so best of luck. I'll let you know what it is on the other side. Hey, I figured that would be a tough one, and it seems like I stumped chat in this one. This game is a rather recent Sega game. In fact, it's only from I'm looking at it. 2022. I don't know if that helps you at all, but I'll give you a second to think. Second's over. It's from 2 Point Campus. From the 2 Point development team, who make the unusual series of sort of comical simulation games, comical like management games. They sort of hit it off. They kicked off the series with 2 Point Hospital, and then followed that up with sort of a college simulation game, 2 Point Campus. And coming out next year will be 2 Point Museum, a museum management building game. So it has an interesting, weird soundtrack, and has a lot of unusual tracks. I picked one that I thought would fit best with the theme tonight. That was, the track name is Sideswept, if you ever wanted to look it up, from the official soundtrack, which is available on Steam. If you ever, want an official soundtrack. Not a lot of opportunities to get Sega soundtracks on Steam, as nice as that would be, but it is what it is. Hey, we're gonna kick it off with some more requests coming at you. We got one more question later tonight, but first, we've got requests from Sonic Fangirl, followed up by one from Namu Wonderling, and wrapping it up with one from looking for names, Ratchet 25 Techs, one of our Discord regulars. So hope you enjoy. Catch you guys in a bit.
Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Pushing on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give something to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight. All alone we will never be. The two of us are holding the key. We see today a world we couldn't see. Before I say goodbye to you, one more last fist bump. I know you have been afraid before, but you don't have to be anymore. No more emptiness to feel inside. When we work together, no one can break up our stride. No looking back. You and I were on the attack. Full speed ahead, running to the sunset. Such a different feeling. Both of us believing we can make it better. Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Pushing on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give something to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight is done. We can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Pushing on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give something to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight. It's a brand new day. We have turned the page. Never knew how much I needed somebody to help me this way. All alone we will never be. The two of us are holding the key. We see today a world we couldn't see. Before I say goodbye to you, one more last fist bump.
Hey, and we're back. That was Terminal Velocity Act 1 from Sonic Colors, as requested by Sonic Fangirl over on Blue Sky. Followed up with Red Hot Skull from Sonic Adventure, as requested by Namu Wonderling. Wrapping it up with Fist Bump from Sonic Forces, as requested by Ratchet25. Hey, that's a little bit more intense. We're gonna start. We'll say getting a little bit more sporty in the latter half of the playlist here. In fact, we're gonna go a little bit more upbeat in our musical choices. So let's go ahead and shift gears to some requests from the Dominator and Swerves. We got some Sonic 3D Blast coming at you first, and then I'll catch you in a little bit.
in heaven. Stay alive. All three. Now shoot with me. We're going to have fun. Say, blast off. Excalibur. It's about that bar. What do you mean? Give it taste. Going home. Time zone. Check it out, eh? Live alone. Leather lace. Getting in place. What do you get? Say, back it. Zoom room. Cosmic zoom. That's up, Jay. It's Sonic boom. Sonic warrior. Sonic warrior.
You are what you need out of him. You got the power to save the land.
Take a little chance. Slip on through. You got smart no matter what you do. You gotta do for you. Sonic warrior. Sonic warrior.
The power is in your mind to seek the planet to conquer time. Sonic warrior, be this is the time. Sonic warrior, flavor in your mind. Nothing can survive the way you stay like a super try. You can do anything. Sonic warrior, always is a chance. Sonic warrior, never sit the camp. Nothing can survive the way you stay like a super try. You can do anything.
Hey, we're back. That was Special Stage from Sonic 3D Blast Saturn version, as requested by the Dominator over on the Sonic Stadium message boards. Followed up with Sonic You Can Do Anything from the Japanese version of Sonic CD, requested by Swerbs over on Blue Sky. Wrapping it up with Fit Battle from Ring Fit Adventure, requested by me, because I've wanted to play it, because it's a cool song. It's a solid song that's worth listening to, because Ring Fit Adventure is a pretty good game for, you know, just maintaining that kind of exercise. Just getting your heartbeat up and just trying to get into a, we'll say, exercise rhythm. Yeah, I am in desperate need of getting back to it and getting back into an exercise pattern anyway. Just, you know, we're approaching New Year's again, and it's that time of the year where we all sort of just sit back and assess what we want to do with our lives. And I know one of them is certain, for me at least, is certainly, drop a few pounds. I absolutely could stand to, personally speaking. I've got to get back into that. Got to get back into that self-control and determination and personal goals and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But right now, my only personal goal is to throw another quiz at you. That's right, we're heading back for another Scrap Brain tonight. Our last one of the evening. Our last one. We're going to have to say goodbye to Scrap Brain until next week. It's time for the Scrap Brain. That's right, I've got a quiz question. As always, you are welcome to guess along in chat. If you don't want to guess along in chat, you do not have to. Just minimize chat or minimize the window, and we'll let you know the answer after a song plays. And our quiz question for the latter half of the night is, in Sonic Dash default high score table, Eggman sits at third place and Shadow is at second. Who has first? Yeah, keep in mind that the graphic, if you're watching with visuals, the graphic is third and fourth because I have a high score on the top slot. But who's above Eggman and Shadow? Who has that first slot in the default? While you take some time to ponder that, here's some Mega Man 10. Enjoy. We got some broad answers here. A lot of people are saying it's Sonic, which, that was, anyhow, that was Fireball Strike, the Strike Man stage from Mega Man 10. But yeah, the question again was, in Sonic Dash's default high score table, Eggman sits at third place and Shadow at second. Who has first? And yeah, you're not, if you said Sonic, you're not wrong per se, but you could have been a little bit more specific because it is indeed classic Sonic. Not just regular, not just any old Sonic, but it is classic Sonic by name called Classic Sonic on that high score table. And the player themselves is represented by modern Sonic. So if you got that top score, you've got that top score in the list. Yours will probably look a bit like mine here in the screenshot. So yeah, I don't know. Classic Sonic's got a lot of time on his hands to play that mobile game and get mad at the card drop rates. Hey, we're starting to wind things down for the evening. I hope you got a good workout with these jams. We've got we've got 3 more requests coming at you in the next segment. A full hand of requests. One of them's going to be from Clara the Cat. One of them from, and I apologize if I mispronounce this, Jarogue. And wrapping it up with one from Hasbomi. Hope you enjoy. Let's head back to Rockin' Sonic. Catch you on the other side. Hey, and welcome back. Welcome back indeed. Yeah, Overlay had some weird times there. Did not update with all of the stated request names. So, good thing that I said them out loud into the microphone. We kick things off with some Beyond the Speed of remix from Rockin' Sonic the Hedgehog Sessions, as requested by Clara the Cat, followed up with background music 3 from Sega Arcade Classic Racing Hero, requested by Jarogue over on Blue Sky. Wrapping it up with Football from Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games, requested by Hasbomi, also over on the Blue Skies. Before we wrap up, might as well let you know how you can get your requests in. Hey, if you are dedicated enough to be on our Discord or over on the Sonic Stadium message boards over at sonicstadium.org, you get your opportunity to get your request in anytime across the week, sometimes even earlier than that. In fact, we have our next theme, thread already up on both platforms, Discord and the Sonic Stadium message boards over at sonicstadium.org. Right now, in next week's theme is going to be grinding gears. So get your thoughts in on that. If, of course, you don't want to participate in either of those, you can go ahead and let us know on Twitter or Blue Sky the day of the show. We only give it a day because, the nature of those platforms is that all the messages are very immediate and disposable, so there's not much value in putting something up to have it be there all week. But we'll let you know the day of to get your request in. But if you want to do it early, there are ways to do it early. We've got our last set of requests coming at you tonight. Hope you had a great time. These are coming at you from Knuckles87, one of the site staff. We've also got Alex Hayden BR and Terrace. So enjoy. Let's cool things down. Keep up a little bit of energy, but we're gonna start winding things down. Hope you enjoy. Here's some Samba de Amigo. Hey, that was Samba de Janeiro from Samba de Amigo, as requested by Knuckles87 over on staff. Followed up by Work It Out from Sonic R, as requested by Alex Hyden BR. Wrapping it up with Love You Sonic from the Sonic the Hedgehog remix album, as requested by Terrace over on the message boards. Yeah, it's our last one. It's an odd one. Like I couldn't begin to tell you exactly how to contextualize the Sonic remix album. It's a weird one. It's a series of remixes based on the Japanese Sonic CD soundtrack. Some of them have lyrics. In fact, a bunch of them have lyrics. I wouldn't put too much stock into trying to interpret those lyrics to mean something directly associated with Sonic. But, it's still a good remix album, and I like it. Yeah. Hey, we're wrapping it up for the night. It's just about 9:10 right now. We've got one more song for you before we end tonight. But before we do, hey, everything we do is under the banner of Sonic Stadium over at sonicstadium.org. We are one of the internet's oldest Sonic fan communities. We have got news coverage, we've got forums, we've got a community of, people on both forums and on a Discord. Hey, if you ever want to go bug me, you can do it through our Discord, or you can bug me on Blue Sky. I'm just at the Spin Dash. You can also follow Sonic Stadium on Blue Sky or the old place. Both places, it's just at Sonic Stadium. For Blue Sky, it's sonicstadium.org, at sonicstadium.org. For the other place, it's just at Sonic Stadium. We have a YouTube channel. You can catch most of our old episodes as I slowly get them uploaded and push them live. Honestly, I think we're all caught up on the YouTube part of things. You can just, search YouTube for Sega Sonic Radio. You can find all of our old episodes. We're up we're approaching 25. I forget if we're at 25. This might actually be the 25th episode. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But you can catch all of our old ones there. And we always appreciate, subscribe, follow, whatever makes sense in the platform that you're currently consuming this through, being it Twitch or YouTube or whatever. If you're watching on YouTube, you can catch these live on Twitch every week, over at the Sonic Stadium YouTube or Twitch channel. Getting my platforms mixed up. It's just search Sonic Stadium, you'll find it. And we do this live almost every week at about 7 o'clock, depending on my other obligations. So this is actually episode 26, I'm being told by Maxi Bun Buns. I will take their math at face value and assume that this is 26th. Yeah. So I hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed, and of course, above all, hey. Yeah, I can tell you, share, and subscribe. But, if you think someone else would like this show, just let them know. Tell them, hey, there's some people over on Sonic Stadium doing some cool stuff. And we're going to close with some cool stuff tonight. Once again, I had to cut so many tracks from my initial playlist because of all our things. I had, Chemical Plant, that's a really good track for this. I had some stuff from ARM, some stuff from Punch-Out. I had a track from one of the Jackbox packs, but you guys had so many songs tonight. I was so pleased. But there was one that I felt if I'm going to end, I'm going to end on this. Because it has the right vibe. It has the right, pace. And I think it's good just for a closer. So enjoy some Galactic Parade from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace out. let's do one more song before we head out tonight. Let's do it. Let's do one more song. Just one more. One more song tonight.
Y'all ready to get funky?
The most important part of dance is music. So now let us listen to the music and identify the beats.
1, 2, 3.
But that was too soft.
Jump around now. Jump around now. Jump around now. Get down. Jump around now. Jump around now. Jump around now. Get down. Jump around, jump around, jump around now. Jump up, and get down. Jump around, jump around now. Jump up, and get down. Jump around, jump around now. Jump up, and get down. Jump around, jump around now. Jump up, and get down. Jump around now. 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 Jump up, 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 and get down.
That's it, everybody. We're out tonight. Peace. Catch you next week.